In this video, we'll explain how to use an interesting database statistical function called DGET, and our file is DGETTemp. Okay, so what you can do with DGET function is sort of look up a piece of information in a database. So to illustrate how this works, we have a simple database where we have the date something was sold, we have an ID code, we have a revenue, we have a location. Okay, now what we want to be able to do is put in a date for a sale and an ID code and find out either the location or the revenue. In other words, pull any piece of data. Now there's got to be a unique date ID code combination. So if you put in date and ID code and there's no data points, you'll get an error message. And if there's more than one date and ID code row in your database, you'll also get an error message. So you have to assume you have a unique, basically, combination of, in this case, date and ID code. So we set this up to be the criteria where we can put in any date in row 6 and any ID code in row 6. Okay, and let's suppose we put the word location here. The reason I'm doing that is I could change it to revenue if I want to. And I can pick off stuff from different columns by just changing the heading here. Okay, so if I say DGET, what's the syntax? Well, it's going to be the database, which is going to be all this stuff. Okay, now the field I want, I could just point here, because then if it says location, I'll get location. If I change it to revenue, I'll get revenue. And the criteria is here. So I get Paris, because if you look at January 9th, 2006, ID code 62426, I get Paris. Okay, now if I change that to revenue, don't believe it's case sensitive, I get 169. So that's really cool. In other words, and if I would change this to, let's say, ID code 4530 and October 17th, 2008, I'd get the 467 units that were sold there, and I would get the location Berlin, because here I referred to basically the location column. Here I refer to the revenue. So I could get all the information basically for a given ID code and a given date very simply by just having a listing of all the headings for each column and having multiple DGET functions that refer to the same database in the same criteria range. So that can be really, I think, quite useful if the situation warrants.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and there's a free course, a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, and all of these videos are coming from one of 3 books. So first, this one, which you can see here at the top of the screen, Microsoft's book, which has 355 reviews, and then it's, let's see, 4.6 stars. It's coming from this book as well, his marketing analytics book, which is down here, and you can sort of see 4.5, or his newest book, his analytics stories book, which is here. And with that one, you can see it's 4 point something, or maybe even 5. I don't think it's 5. Yeah, 4.8. And so yeah, anyways, in the description, there's a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, or you can go to excelwithwayne.com/free, and it'll be there. But again, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just please let us know. Thanks.